Irv Gotti. The name alone conjures up images of a bygone era in hip-hop, a time when the genre was evolving and finding its voice. It was an era of lavish music videos, hard-hitting beats and larger-than-life personalities that defined the culture. Gotti, born Irving Domingo Lorenzo Jr., was a true product of the streets who rose to become a music mogul. His journey from the gritty neighborhoods of Hollis, Queens, to the pinnacle of the music industry is nothing short of remarkable. He left an indelible mark on the industry, shaping the sound and direction of hip-hop for years to come. From his early days in Hollis, Queens to the heights of Murder Inc. Records, Gotti's story is one of ambition, controversy, and undeniable influence. He built an empire that produced some of the biggest hits of the late 90s and early 2000s. This is the story of a man who lived and breathed hip-hop, a man who craved power and courted controversy. His relationships with artists were both his greatest strength and his Achilles heel. Gotti's life was a roller coaster ride of triumph and tragedy. His legal battles and public feuds often overshadowed his musical achievements, but they also added to his mystique. He was a complex figure who could be both charming and ruthless, a visionary leader who could also be his own worst enemy. His ability to spot talent and create hits was unparalleled, yet his aggressive tactics often led to conflicts. His legacy is complicated, but one thing is for sure: Irv Gotti was a force to be reckoned with, and his impact on hip-hop is undeniable. His story is a testament to the highs and lows of the music industry, and his influence will be felt for generations to come. Irv Gotti's story began in Hollis, Queens, a breeding ground for some of hip-hop's most iconic figures. Born in 1970, the youngest of 8 children, Gotti's childhood was far from privileged. The streets were his classroom. He learned to hustle and navigate the concrete jungle. Music, however, was his escape. He found solace in the beats and rhymes that echoed from boomboxes and street corners. Gotti's entrepreneurial spirit emerged early on. He started selling mixtapes as a teenager, his ear for hits already becoming evident. He DJ'd at local parties, honing his skills and building a reputation. His passion for music was undeniable. It wasn't long before he crossed paths with another aspiring artist from Queens, Mick Geronimo. This encounter would prove pivotal, launching Gotti's career in the music industry. He produced Geronimo's debut album in 1994, announcing his arrival as a rising talent behind the boards. By the late 1990s, Irv Gotti had a vision. He wanted to create a label that would dominate the hip-hop world. He teamed up with his brother Chris to found Murder Inc. Records. The name was bold, audacious, and a clear reflection of Gotti's own larger-than-life persona. He wasn't afraid of controversy, he embraced it. Gotti's instincts were sharp. He signed a young, hungry rapper named Ja Rule, whose raw talent and street appeal were undeniable. Ja Rule's debut album, Veni Vedi Veci, exploded onto the scene in 1999. It went multi-platinum, establishing Murder Inc. as a force to be reckoned with. Gotti had tapped into a sound that resonated with the streets, a blend of gritty lyrics and commercially viable beats. His formula was working. Murder Inc. was on the rise. The early 2000s were a golden age for Murder Inc. Records. Gotti had the Midas touch. He discovered and nurtured talent, turning out hit after hit. Ja Rule became a bona fide superstar. His albums, Rule 3, 36 and Pain is Love, were massive successes, solidifying his status as one of the biggest rappers in the game. But Gotti wasn't done. He introduced the world to Ashanti, a gifted singer with a sweet voice and undeniable star power. Ashanti's self-titled debut album in 2002 was a smash hit. It sold over 500,000 copies in its first week, a testament to Gotti's ability to spot and cultivate talent. Murder Inc. was more than just a record label, it was a hit factory. Gotti's ear for beats, his understanding of the streets, and his knack for crafting commercially successful music had made him one of the most powerful figures in hip-hop. Section 5: Love, Loyalty, and Controversy. Irv Gotti's personal life was often as dramatic as the music he produced. He was a man who lived life on his own terms, fueled by passion and a fierce loyalty to those he considered family. His marriage to Debbie Lorenzo, a successful hat designer, was tabloid fodder, plagued by rumors of infidelity and Gotti's wandering eye. Gotti's relationship with Ashanti was a constant source of speculation. Rumors of a romantic relationship between the two swirled for years. Though never confirmed, their undeniable chemistry fueled gossip columns and added to the mystique surrounding Murder Inc. Gotti, however, always maintained that his relationship with Ashanti was purely professional. He viewed her as a little sister, fiercely protective and supportive of her talent. Section 6. The 50 Cent Feud, a hip-hop war. The world of hip-hop is no stranger to rivalries, and Irv Gotti found himself embroiled in one of the most bitter feuds in the genre's history. These rivalries often define careers and shape the culture, and this one was no different. His nemesis 50 Cent, a rising star with a similar street background and a penchant for controversy. 50 Cent's rapid ascent in the early 2000s was marked by his raw lyrics and fearless attitude, making him a formidable opponent. The beef between Gotti and 50 Cent was personal, fueled by diss tracks, public disses, and escalating tensions. Each track released was like a new chapter in their ongoing saga, with fans eagerly awaiting the next move. The feud played out in the media, on mixtapes, and even spilled over into the streets. It wasn't just about music, it was about respect, power, and dominance in the hip-hop world. It was a clash of egos, a battle for supremacy in a genre where image and reputation were everything. The confrontations were intense and the stakes were high. The rivalry cast a long shadow over the hip-hop world, dividing fans and fueling countless discussions on radio airwaves and in barbershop debates. Everyone had an opinion, and the feud became a cultural phenomenon. It was a testament to the power and influence of both men, a reminder that in the world of hip-hop, respect is earned, not given. Their feud left an indelible mark on the genre, influencing future generations of artists and fans alike. Section 7. Legal Battles and the Fall of Murder, Inc. Just as Murder, Inc. seemed unstoppable, legal troubles began to plague the label. In 2003, the FBI raided the label's offices, investigating allegations of money laundering. Irv Gotti and his brother Chris were accused of using the label as a front to launder drug money for Kenneth Supreme McGriff, a notorious drug kingpin. The trial was a media sensation. It captivated the public and sent shockwaves through the music industry. Gotti maintained his innocence throughout, proclaiming that he was a businessman, not a criminal. In 2005, after a lengthy and highly publicized trial, the Gotti brothers were acquitted of all charges. The victory, however, was bittersweet. The legal battles had tarnished Murder Inc.'s reputation. The label never fully recovered. The ordeal had taken a toll on Gotti, both personally and professionally. Section 8. Legacy of a hip-hop icon. Irv Gotti's story is a complicated one, a tapestry woven from both triumph and tragedy. From the streets of Hollis, Queens, he emerged as a force to be reckoned with, navigating the rough terrain of the music industry with a unique vision and relentless drive. He was a visionary, a risk-taker, a man who rose from humble beginnings to become one of the most powerful figures in hip-hop. His journey was not just about personal success, but also about elevating the genre to new heights. He had an undeniable ear for talent, launching the careers of superstars like Ja Rule and Ashanti. His ability to spot raw talent and transform it into chart-topping success was unparalleled, and crafting a sound that defined an era. The early 2000s were dominated by the distinctive beats and melodies that came out of his studio, leaving an indelible mark on the music landscape. But Gotti's legacy is also marked by controversy. His career was a roller coaster of highs and lows, with moments of brilliance often shadowed by legal battles and public disputes. His feud with 50 Cent, his legal troubles, and the constant media scrutiny created a tumultuous backdrop to his professional achievements, and his tumultuous personal life often overshadowed his musical accomplishments. Despite these challenges, he remained a resilient figure, continually pushing the boundaries of what was possible in hip-hop. Gotti was a complex figure, a man of contradictions who embraced both the glitz and the grit of the hip-hop world. He was as comfortable in a high-profile event as he was in the gritty neighborhoods that shaped his early life. Love him or hate him, there's no denying Irv Gotti's impact on the music industry. His influence extended beyond just producing hits. He shaped the culture and direction of hip-hop during its most transformative years. He was a true original, a one-of-a-kind character who left an indelible mark on hip-hop history. His collaborations with artists were not just business transactions but creative partnerships that pushed the envelope. His story is a reminder that the pursuit of success is rarely a straight line, filled with unexpected twists and turns. It's a testament to the resilience required to stay relevant in an ever-changing industry. and that even in the face of adversity, the power of music can endure. Irv Gotti's legacy is a complex mosaic of triumphs and trials, but through it all, his passion for music remained unwavering.